Hello, Arnold Service. Here once more in Dishonored 2, and we're back here on the Dreadful Whale. But I don't know, something seems to be just a bit off. Bugs. A tree.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Interesting.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you when you're older. Our sister.
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Business, well, it's complicated. We'll discuss someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Trust it.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me your name?
We were just playing.
Never mind, Jessamine. What's your account?
It was her. Delilah's life. She broke it.
I mean, she was just a child after all.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
Delilah's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
Let's see. Yeah, start with this. Nice. Okay. Okay, doesn't seem there's anything else. Rats.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
Is there?
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few hours.
I wish there was something I could remember to help in your efforts.
Don't worry. I hear a bone charm or something. Nothing was showing up. So down in the engine room. What the hell? Out of here. There's something going on. Incendiary lights. Why is... I hear the sound of the bone charms and the runes make, but I don't see either one. All these rats. Oh, let's go talk to the, Megan and Anton. It's not here.
Emily.
Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Anton.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is... missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
Oh?
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Okay.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership. It'll be good to see the Royal Conservatory, even if it's closed to the public.
I read these. Ah. No. Interesting. All right. That's the skiff. It's up to the rats.
Medicinal supplies are low. I might have to go out for extract of blood ox liver and some leche thistle seeds.
All right. Let's head up. Well, I wonder. Dare I dive down? Check. She came up. See, I don't. Why could I hear this sound when I was in the engine? I'm befuddled. Now it's gone. Maybe I'm going mad. These rats should get off the ship. Hey, little ratties. Go now. Where are you going, little ratties? Enough dilly-dallying, let's go. Alright, Megan, what's next?
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let us go.
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Crazy.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options.
Interesting.
Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Okay, let's see. Anything to grab? Anything at all? Doesn't look like it. It's alright.
The client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Donald, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of stuff here. Nice.
Might be time to spring for fish cake.
Alright. Well, let's go get the info, shall we?
Seized right up. I told him to let it warm a little first, so he can't say I didn't warn him.
Don't see any other guards other than those two.
I told her once, I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my job to check on the grindhouse. Sometimes I think she's...
Let's just avoid them for now. Shall we? All right. Up. Nope.
Nothing. Worse than nothing. Someone left a hagfish in my jacket.
Oh boy. Down, down. Here we are.
No, I'll never. Oh, hi.
Wish I could change.
How many more hours of this? If I had a timepiece, I'd know. I'm gonna guess... What, 3? Yeah, about 3 more hours.
I don't want to wake her.